The events of Season 2 in Fortnite are well underway, with the 7 pushing back the IO, and even just recently recruiting the help of stormtroopers. But today, guys, we're going to be talking about somebody else they may have recruited, Midas. And that means the return of the Midas boss. Now, before we hop into it, guys, if you are hoping for like no school next Monday, so you get a full 3-day weekend to relax, leave a like on the video, but be fast. But yes, guys, we got a bunch of different stuff to talk about. There's a bunch of changes to the map that have to do with Midas, a bunch of mysteries to solve, but we're also going to be going over some cool glitches as well as hiding spots and more. And speaking of which, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe. It only takes a second, and over 80% of you are not subscribed, which is crazy. On top of that, don't forget to use my supporter creator code SIRS inside of the Fortnite item shop. And can't forget about the skin on last video. It was Kylo Ren. So here's a bunch of people that got that right, and this time around, let's go with this skin here. So comment down below if you know the name of it, and I'll leave hearts on a bunch of the ones that get that right. All right, guys, starting off the video here with a couple of glitches. Before we hop into the stuff to do with Midas, I gotta show you some of these awesome tricks on the map. Like this first one here has to do with the fortress and actually the Dr. Slone boss. So let's hop out of the battle bus and head on down there. Let's see here. There's Dr. Slone. So all right, the glitch here has to do with eliminating Dr. Slone because she's probably the toughest boss on the map right now to actually eliminate. But this glitch helps out a ton. So like we can just use the blaster rifle here, honestly. If you go over to this spot and jump up on the upgrade bench, we can look through the fence and fire at Dr. Slone. Okay, wait a second, that didn't work. Here we go. Let's try this weapon right here. Is that Dr. Slone? Yeah. So as you can see, we can deal damage through this fence as long as we're not using the blaster for whatever reason. But look how easy this is. She doesn't notice us over here and she literally stands still. So we can just eliminate her fully and she won't spawn the clones. And there we go. We knocked her down. None of the IO guards will even notice us behind that fence as well. Oh, no, you don't. Don't revive Dr. Slone. Come on, there we go. And yeah, we can just eliminate her and we got the mythic striker burst rifle in like the easiest way possible. That is honestly such an incredible trick. But as I said here, I've got multiple glitches to show you. So let's go inside of the IO base because this one has to do with the Anvil rocket launcher. So let's look around and see if we can find one. Like, how about this chest? Come on. Ah, dang it. Yes, let's go. We got one. All right, so Anvil rocket launcher acquired. Let's go up on top of the fortress just like this. Now, as you guys know, with this item, it's a bit tough to use because when you fire it, it launches up into the air and takes a while to actually go right down to where you're aiming. However, there is a trick to make the rocket fire on a more forward path. It's a little bit tough to get the hang of, but if you jump and right before you land, shoot the rocket, it will actually fly closer to the ground. Now, shooting downwards isn't the best way to actually do it. It's best if you're like right at this distance. Like if I'm trying to hit inside of this building, I'll just jump up and right before I land, fire, and okay, that worked too well. It's a bit tough to get the hang of, but like check that out. No, no, we got eliminated too. Okay, I need more practice with this. Let's try this again inside of Tilted. We got to get the timing about right, but like check that out. That was literally perfect. So this works best if somebody has a wall behind them, because then if you get the timing right, you can just fire it right at the wall and deal the damage directly. Now, when it gets to a bit of distance, it's a little bit tougher, but as you saw, it still works really well. But now, guys, let's jump into the first bit of info that has to do with the Midas boss, because let's actually answer a question. Didn't Midas get eaten by a shark way back in a past season? Like, I want to say it was chapter 2 season 3. Within the trailer, we saw Midas get eaten by a shark, right? Well, apparently there's been confirmation that he is still alive. According to the creative director over at Epic Games, he acknowledges directly that Midas is very much still alive, which is awesome. But that's a good starting point for this, because if we hop into game here, one of the challenges that we got this week reveals something very intriguing. So let's fire over to Synapse Station. Here we go. We're at the uplink. The Imagined. I could really use an Imagined order access card for my top secret investigation. Why don't you borrow one from a guard and bring it to me? All right, so we're getting some info. What is going on with my pickaxe right now? Oh my gosh, did you guys see that? My pickaxe was like fully glitched. I thought it was like a spear for a second. Oh my gosh, that is so many IO guards. Oh my. All right, well, I'll eliminate as many as possible. I see they dropped the key card. Might have to eliminate all of them in order to actually grab it though. All right, here we go. We're getting up close. Eliminate the final dude. Let's go. All right, so here's the key card. Oh my gosh, it's a Brutus key card. That's pretty intriguing. Why would the IO guards be carrying Brutus key cards? The same ones that were way back in chapter 2 season 2. Wait a second, could that be a connection with Midas himself? I mean, it's gotta be, right? Brutus was during the same exact season as Midas, and they were like essentially on the same team. Yo, that is a huge hint. But let's quick finish this quest to see if we get any more info. But here's the spot we need to go next to deliver the IO credentials. And oh my gosh, now it's a giant Brutus key card. And there we go, all delivered. And she didn't really give us any info about the story. Come on, why? But wait a second, that actually reminds me of another map change that has to do with the Daily Bugle. It actually has to do a bit with all of the locations where the IO is battling against the 7. I think this might show up at different locations. But yeah, like for example, with this one, when the 7 eventually win, they change it up a little bit. They sort of make it like a temporary base. And check out this one right here. You can see that they planted this with the 7 symbol right onto it, which isn't too interesting when you look at it. However, in previous updates, that instead had the symbol for Ghost. That's right, the same exact agency that Midas was the leader of. So yeah, now we have connections to Ghost on the map. On top of the Brutus key cards, there's definitely a ton of interesting stuff happening here. But trust me guys, this is just the beginning. Now taking another short break from the Midas stuff, we gotta take a look at a map change here that has to do with our good buddy Peely. We talked to him last update and saw he was about to drive a bus, which is pretty scary. But this time around, he's actually moved on to a different location. So the specific spot that he is at is to the right of Coney Crossroads, right at this spot. So let's use some shockwaves and head on over there. Actually, bonus update. I don't know if you guys know, but this NPC up here got added back as soon as Coney Crossroads got taken back. It's Lil Whip. So like, does he have anything new to say? Howdy hooty, I'm still stuckaroo behind the old enemy lines. That's a weird way of talking. All right, well, let's go back to Peely. Whoa, oh my gosh, that was actually clutch. I just jumped to the car. And oh my gosh, Peely, what did you do? You tipped over the bus. He was like, I don't know what happened. It wasn't my fault. Where are you going, buddy? What are you gonna do next? All right, he's walking all the way to the back. Oh no, he's sad. Look at all the tire marks too from him taking the corner too fast and tipping the bus. All right, let's talk to him. What's up, buddy? An embarrassed Peely tries to block the wrecked bus from your view. Oh my gosh, man. I think this whole thing is a bit tough to hide. Oh, he's waving to us though. That's nice. What can we ask him? It's slightly less ruined than your last truck. You're improving. Let's ask him that. Peely ponders the scorch marks thoughtfully. They do look smaller. Bro, I love this interaction so much. All right, and then we got one other thing to ask him. Have you considered switching to rollerblades? Peely sighs. He can't rollerblade again. Not after the incident. Why is the incident capitalized? Now I'm curious. What is this incident? But then guys, hopping back into the Midas stuff, if we continue along the map here, some of this info has been around for a while, but I wanted to add it to like the overall conclusion. If we go over to this side of the map, specifically at this house, there are some secrets. Oh, I just crashed. Is Peely wearing off on me? Oh no. But yes, here we are. I don't know what the name of this house is, but it's very modern. Like it would fit Midas perfectly. It actually looks, this is more of a restaurant. But check this out, guys. If we take a look at some of these books, you can see what looks to be, that's, I think, the ghost symbol, or one of those symbols. It looks familiar, but then also there's the Doomsday device on the left side, which is literally what Midas built all the way back in, what was it, chapter 2, season 2? Yeah, I think so, right? So why is the Doomsday device on the map inside of chapter 3? There has been some leaks and rumors about the IO building a new device, but is this a reference to it? Now, hold on. Let's explore here a little bit more. That's definitely a big bit of info, but like if we look here, we can see what looks to be napkins with M written on them in gold. Now, come on. Is that not a reference to Midas? M for Midas, golden lettering also for golden Midas? Like, it's gotta be, right? I believe those are brand new inside of chapter 3, so it would make a lot of sense. But like, let's go up here. Anything up in like the office area? Doesn't look like it. There's a safe. All of this design seems very Midas, honestly. But yeah, I don't see anything too specific up here. So yes, guys, with all of that together, we are 100% getting a Midas boss back on the map super soon. I mean, not only that, there's been stuff in the files about brand new NPCs coming out. Obviously, they've got code names and stuff like that, but I think Midas is definitely one of them. In fact, maybe he's actually helping the IO, because going back to the stuff that had to do with the Doomsday device, we do know from the challenges that the IO is working on some sort of device at this location. Now, if they were able to find Midas on the chapter 2 map and then bring him over to chapter 3 in order to help build that device, that would make a lot of sense, and then we would would see Midas show up at this location, which would be incredible. And honestly, I'm so excited for that. But next up, guys, let me show you a brand new hiding spot that I just found on the map. A spot that Midas would be proud of. But for this, we need to go up to Logjam Lumberyard. So here we are at the location, and let's grab a weapon just in case, because this is like a great spot to surprise enemies and get an easy elimination. So like, this is good. Oh my gosh, there's somebody like following us. I see you up there. I just want to deal a bit of damage to them and then see. Okay, no, this is an easy elimination. Yep. But as for the secret spot, it actually has to do with the water area right here. There's this building, and when I saw this, I was like, wait, can we go under that building? So check this out, guys. If you go to the side of it and then jump and then swim on under, you can in fact go underneath this building. In fact, also you're underneath like the entire pier or whatever this is, and you're not taking any damage either because you're slightly above the water level, but you are completely hidden under here. Like, this spot is insane. Nobody would ever find you under here, and like, if you're being chased by an enemy, this spot will keep you so hidden. But anyways, guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to subscribe as well as turn on notifications for more fun videos like this coming up super soon. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos on the screen right now, such as going over lightsaber pickaxes. But again, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.